Hello, and thank you for joining me in my presentation of Warren Buffett. It's only going to be a brief presentation, and just to show that I can actually communicate what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't really matter what I'm saying as long as you understand what it is I'm saying. Which I guess kind of, well, when I say it out loud, I realize that what I'm saying actually matters, because what I'm saying is what you are supposed to understand. Anyway, let's just get right into it. Let's just do one take on this. I don't care. I'm fluent in English. If I don't do it, then I don't do it. But actually no. If I don't do it, I'm gonna have to do a retake. Cause please don't give me F. Thank you very much. Yes. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna be talking about Warren Buffett, who's a 87-year-old man from Omaha, Nebraska. He doesn't live there anymore, or actually does he? I don't know. I don't think he does. Actually, he does. Yeah, never mind. Just had to fact check real quick. Anyway, yeah, he lives in Omaha, Nebraska. He's 87 years old, and during or as of February the 17th, 2018, he had an estimated net worth of 82.9 billion US dollars, which is 82,900 million. So this is not $2 million. This is 82,000 million dollars, and that would make him the third richest man in the world, as much as we know, or as far as we know. Right. So how did he achieve this fortune? Well, he's an investor. What's an investor? Basically, someone who buys stocks or shares, for you Brits out there, in a company, and they essentially want to see their capital increase. How does that happen? Well, it happens by the company maybe doing a new product or development, which the other investors see that they think it's gonna be a good idea, so they also invest in the company, thus increasing the price of the share, which makes the initial investor uh, have an increased capital. So basically, if I buy, let's say, a share at $10, and the company announces in news that they've formed a strategic relationship with a company or manufacturer in China, and they're about to start producing whatever product they're doing, or whatever. It could be whatever, pretty much, as long as as long as it is good news. Right. So once people hear that, and I already own the shares, they're gonna start buying it, which is gonna make the shares be less available, which is gonna increase the price. It's basically supply and demand. It's what we all know. And why does my mouse keep flickering on the screen? I don't know. I'm not hitting it. Anyway. Right. He's also considered one of the most successful investors in the world. He's been described as the best investor in the world, which, well, that's what most successful investor means. Anyway, he usually has like he has his own investment company called Berkshire Hathaway, which basically or no, actually, let me just say this real quick. A stock price, or a price for one share in Berkshire Hathaway, in the A stock, not the B stock. There's two different kinds of stocks. More on that later, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I don't think so, because this is the last day to turn in the assignment. Anyway, I'm babbling too much. A share price of his company is valued at around $230,000 for one share. Compare that to, let's see. Compare that to, one sec. Swedish company Tele2, which their stock price is currently at around $10. So yeah, it's quite a big difference. It's a really big difference. Anyway, he usually has Berkshire Hathaway annual stock investor meetings, which draws incredible crowds. His Berkshire Hathaway B stock is not worth as much. Actually, let me just check that up as I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm talking so much. I don't know. Is this good for the grade, Magnus? Is it? I don't know. Right, Berkshire Hathaway Come on, can I find it? You serious? I'm either a retard or I cannot spell. Oh, it's... Ah, my bad. Oh no, this is taking way too much time. I'm sorry if it's dragging out time. You gotta hit that 10-minute mark, you know, to get that ad revenue. Okay, let's see. Yeah, B stock in his Berkshire Hathaway company is only, well, it is only compared to $230,000. It's $196, which means as long as you own like one share of Berkshire Hathaway, even if it's only a B stock, you can still visit and attend those annual stockholders or shareholder meetings, which they bring huge crowds and people from all over the world just come to see him, try to get a chance to talk to him, like, give me some tips, Warren, you know, give me tips, you're MVP, lol lol. So that's pretty much what it is. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm not taking this seriously. I am. It's just I've been doing like, how many? I don't know, like 3 or 4 different assignments up until now, and I just want to get it over with. So sorry if it's taking forever. Alright, let's just say one more fun fact about him, and then we can round off, yeah. So essentially, he's the 3rd richest man, as far as we know, but he still lives in the same house he bought when in his 20s and or 30s. I cannot remember correctly, or precisely. Anyway, yeah, he's a very modest man. You wouldn't know that he would have been the 3rd richest man in the world, or even a millionaire by the looks of it. He still drives around in a pretty old, like early 2000s Cadillac, and then he still has, I believe he has a Jeep which is the first car he had, if I'm not mistaken. And he still lives in the same house as well, as I said before. Same house he bought when he was in his 20s to 30s. The cool thing about him, though, Warren Buffett, is that he made half of his money after he was 50 due to what's called in English compound interest, I believe it's called, or compounding interest. It's basically when you have interest on interest. In Swedish we call it ränta på ränta, which is kind of cool. Anyway, if you guys want to earn some quick money, actually, let me make sure if it's possible. Let me make sure if it's possible before I give you false hopes. So my boy Warren, he's like 87 years old, right? And he's basically the director of Berkshire Hathaway. He's the one he's the shot caller. One sec. And seeing as he's 87 years old and he has such like charisma about him, and people trust him with like their monies and their life, or their money, not their monies, and their life. One sec. It will be a real shame once he passes away, because he's only human. He's 87 years old. He's really old actually. I assume that the Berkshire Hathaway stock will plummet. So, Berkshire Hathaway, let's see. Let me see. Okay, never mind. You cannot make money off of that because it is not shortable, which means you cannot make money on that particular stock when it goes down. Shorting a stock essentially means that let me explain like this. Let's say your friend has a car, you borrow his car, it's worth 100 grand, you sell the car at 100 grand, then you buy it back when it's dropped in value for like 80 grand maybe, which then 100 subtracted with 80 is, or by 80, is 20, so you make the difference there. So, and then you just sell your car or give your car back to your friend. So that's how it works. And maybe you give him like, here you go. Here's $100 for let me borrow your car, and everyone's happy. But you cannot do that in all stocks. It depends on how the company itself has set up their initial public offering, IPO. Anyway, I've been talking way too much. I don't know if this is if it's good communication, but if it's not, please let me know. I'll try to make a better better presentation. I hope you did understand what I said, at least the majority of it. Alright, take care, and enjoy the rest of the evening. How the fuck do I pause this now again? Alright. Is Nvidia. Look! Yo, Magnus, this card is actually really good. I don't know what you think, but that card is actually so fucking good, man. I need to buy a new one though. Right. Alt F9. Alright, see you guys later. Or see you later, Magnus, because I don't think I'll show anyone else. Show this to anyone else, but we'll see if I do. Yeah, thank you for your time. I appreciate you actually checking it in, even though it's pretty much less than 4 hours to deadline. Thanks, bro. Take care.